Crypto Dreams.
What's up, crypto heads? John Fro here from Crypto Dreams. This is the place to be to learn about NFTs, AI, GameFi, and Web3. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. In this episode, we are jumping off the springboard and taking a deep dive into Novo War. PvP is live. There is a huge event happening right now till the end of April. You can win some big prizes. I'm going to be talking about how to get started, how to participate in battles. I'm going to be talking about NFTs, all of it. Everything you need to know is in this episode. Before I begin, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It is much appreciated. All right, let's go ahead and get right down to it. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. This is the Novo War UI. If you are new to Novo War and you would like to participate, you will receive 3 heroes and 3 weapons to match to those heroes, and you can begin battling. If you have NFTs that you purchased and you want to import those, I have an episode that explains that I released some time ago. You can check out that episode. It's going to tell you how to import everything into the UI so you can begin battling. All right, the first thing that we're going to start taking a look at is the profile. Your profile is right here in the top left corner. Just click on the icon and it's going to take you here. This is where you can view all your heroes, your weapons, your items, all the matches you played. You can view your level. My realm is right here. I am time. You can see how many battles you participated in and in what battle tier you participated in. There's a lot to look at here. We're going to look at all of it. So you can sort by rarity. So if I hit T, it's going to only show my trial NFTs right here. These are the NFTs that I received for free when I first began battling in Novo War. You can see that my level increased on these, so I used them quite a bit. I can also view my comments, so that's going to add my comments, or I can eliminate trial, and now I can just see the comments that I have used and that I am holding. You can see my uncommons. I have 1 uncommon and I have 1 rare. So this is where you're going to view your NFTs. If you click on one of these NFTs, you are going to see all of that NFT stats. So my comment Azura has electric resistance as well as psychic resistance, and it shows your weakness right here. And all of my other stats are visible right here. I'm also going to be referencing this document. This document explains in deep detail all the heroes, weapons, and items in the game. So you can see the realm, weapon, strengths. This is a great resource if you are trying to figure out what NFTs you are wanting to purchase. This is a complete breakdown of all of that. So Iceman, for example, is Earth. Weapons are Frostbark, Mother's Divine. Strengths are Physical, Ice. Weakness is Shadow and Fire. So you can take a deep dive into all this. You can also view all of the weapons as well, which you can also take a look at right here. So I can also look at my weapons. So here are my weapons right here. This is where you will repair your weapons. Your weapons only have so many uses before they need to be repaired. Also, one very, very important thing to know is if you have a common weapon, these weapons only have so many uses and they cannot be repaired. So For example, my Arc Persuader, I used it and it is not usable anymore. I still have some uses here. You can see the durability right here. So I have 7 left out of my 12. My Mother's Divine has 3. And then this common right here has 0. So I can no longer use these eggs and I can no longer use my Arc Persuader. So keep that in mind if you are purchasing any NFTs on the marketplace. Commons only have so many uses and then they are unusable. They can be blended to higher rarities. So if you had enough commons, you could blend them into a higher rarity to an uncommon, and then you could start to use them again. But that's really important to know. You can also sort these by rarity. So I have my rares, my uncommons, and then here's all my commons. And again, I have my trials, which I can still use these. So you can use your trial heroes and your trial weapons infinitely. So I can still battle with these anytime that I want, but you can't sell these, you can't trade these. These are only in the game. Your common heroes, you can use these as many times as you want. Your weapons are the only thing that will lose its durability if they're common, and then you can't use them anymore. You can also view items right here. So I am holding all of these items and I'm going to explain how to use these items here shortly. You can also view all of your matches right here. You can see all the matches that I played. You can also replay these matches right here. So I want to show you how to repair a weapon before jumping out of here. If you want to repair a weapon, you're just going to hit repair. It's going to show you the cost. So I need to pay 4 obsidian in order to repair my eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that because I do use these and I want to have them in battle. And now my durability is back up to 4. But every 4 uses of these eggs, I have to repair them. I'm also going to need to repair my Nebula's Wrath, and this Mother's Divine is all good. All right, so jumping back on this screen here, if we looked at the top right, we're going to see my obsidian and we're going to see my Novo. You will need obsidian in the game in order to battle. So if you want to start a battle at the lowest tier, you're going to need 5 obsidian in order to begin that battle. If you win that battle, you will win obsidian. So winning is important, especially if you're starting out just at the beginning and you're trying to earn enough obsidian to continue battling. You want to start winning battles so that you can build up your obsidian amount. You can also import these. Again, check out my other episode. It talks all about how to import these into the Novo War UI. Before jumping into a battle, we're going to take a look at the shop here. This is where you are going to purchase these items that we saw in my inventory. Again, if we reference this document, we're going to be able to see all of these items and what these items do. So you can equip these items before entering into a battle. I'll show you how to do that here in just a moment, but you can purchase all of these items with obsidian in the item shop, and then you will be able to import those into the battle. So these are a very, very important part of the game. Before moving on, we're going to take a quick look at Fusion. Fusion is where you are going to take multiple NFTs and fuse them together to create a higher rarity NFT. So for example, I could put my Dreven Blackthorns in here. I would need 2 more in order to fuse to a higher rarity Dreven Blackthorn. But I have 2 and I can select those 2, or I could select my Azuras and fuse them together to create a higher rarity hero. This is where you're also going to fuse together weapons. So these common weapons, as I explained earlier, are no longer usable. So if you have common weapons that cannot be used anymore, you could fuse together 4 of them, 4 of the same type, and create a new weapon. Okay, so let's jump into a battle. Let's talk all about battles. I'm going to break it all down for you. you have 4 different options to jump into a battle. You have the Solar Arena, Time Warp, Training Grounds, and Abysmal Pit. The Solar Arena and the Time Warp, these are the 2 you want to battle in if you want to get involved with the event that is currently happening. This is a big event where you can win some awesome prizes. I'll have a link to this in the description below. This is running until the 30th. So anybody can get started in this and start participating. There's going to be rewards for 1st through 10th in both the Solar Arena and the Time Warp. So there's 1st through 10th in each of those battlegrounds, and anybody that competes in 500 battles will receive 500 bonus Novo. 250 battles will receive 250 bonus Novo, and 100 battles will receive 100 bonus Novo. So this is a great event with some big awards. There's going to be packs distributed. So get involved. There's still time, but let's go ahead and jump back in here. So there's several things that we want to be looking at here. There is an entry fee for each of these battle arenas here. So the Solar Arena is 5 obsidian, and you don't need any Novo. But if you want to do the Time Warp, you're going to need 2.5 Novo plus 25 obsidian. So the cost is much higher, but the prize is also much higher. You're going to win 125 obsidian, whereas in the Solar Arena, you only win 15. The Training Grounds is identical to the Solar Arena, and then the Abysmal Pit, cost-wise, is identical to the Time Warp. But pay attention to those. If you did want to participate in the higher tier battle arenas, there is more of a cost to get involved. There's also question marks that have additional information on each of these options. The Solar Arena and the Training Grounds, for example, you can only use rare or lower. You cannot use an epic or a legendary or a mythic. You cannot use those in these lower tier options, but you can in the higher tier. So keep that in mind. If, say, you have a couple epics and you plan on battling, you got to do it in the higher tier options here. So if you want to get that info, just click on these question marks and it will get it going for you. So you can also view if there's any players in the queue. So Training Grounds, for example, you can see that there's 1 player in the queue. The rest of these have 0. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to participate in a Solar Arena battle because I want to get at least 100 battles in before the event is over. All right, so in this screen, you're going to select what heroes and what weapons you want to use. You can use 3 heroes. So I'm going to go ahead and begin. First hero I'm going to choose is my uncommon Azura. I am going to choose my Arc Persuader as Azura's weapon. One very important thing to mention here is that you cannot use a hero from one realm and then a weapon from another realm. So for example, Azura is Time Realm. I can't use a Light Realm weapon. So if you are on the market and you're trying to pick out some NFTs that you can battle with, be very aware of that. You want to make sure you are buying matching realm heroes and weapons so that you can use them together in a battle. So this is my first hero. This is hero number 1. I'm going to choose Amanzi as my second hero, and you can now see that my water weapons are showing up. You don't see any of my time weapons. So selecting hero 2, and then lastly, I'm going to choose Dreven Blackthorn and choosing that weapon. And now you're going to be able to view your team. Having heroes from different realms is a great idea because you don't know what realms you're going to be battling against. I personally like to have options so that I have heroes that are effective against my opponent. One other thing you're going to be able to do here in this screen before beginning your battle is adding items. So I'm going to go ahead and add some items. I'm going to add Brute Boost and some Gummies. So by adding these, you will see in just a moment that it increases my stats for multiple turns. So now that I'm ready, I'm going to go ahead and hit start, and it's going to load me into the queue, and I either have to wait for a battle against another person or a battle against a bot. Now that the time has expired, I can choose to wait for another player or battle the Zynbot. I'm going to go ahead and battle the Zynbot. And we are getting started right off here. You can see that I have some boosted stats here. These are from the items that you saw me equip. So I just got hit pretty hard, took off quite a bit of damage. So knowing what heroes are effective against other heroes, what realms and what weapons are effective against other heroes is extremely important in a battle. I'm still learning a lot of this. I don't have a lot of it memorized. Again, if you ever want to reference what works well, just reference this document right here and you can see what is effective. But I'm going to go ahead and attack before my time runs out. You have a timer here. It's going to give you a minute. So I have two options. I'm going to begin with the burst shot, and I'm going to attack this opponent. So that was pretty effective. I took off a good amount of damage in that attack. Oh, I love that. I haven't seen that one yet. That is hilarious. Sorry, it's cracking me up. All right. You can see that now I'm bleeding. That caused me a lot of damage. Man, that hurt. That hurt. So I have a couple options when I click attack. So I can stun and cause damage. I'm going to go ahead and attack this mofo, and I missed. So that is not good. I'm not off to the greatest start because that took off half of my damage right there, and I'm bleeding. You also have more options here. You could use items right here in the game. So if I want to use any of the items that I have, I can use those right here. I have a health vial. I'm probably going to use that health vial, but let's go ahead and attack. Some of your options will give you boosts, just like aim assist right here. It's going to deploy drones that increase all allies' accuracy. Not going to use that one yet, but I am going to attack. And the weapon that I have for Dreven Blackthorn, it doesn't give me the option of who to hit. It just hits randomly. Some weapons are like that, so keep that in mind if you're like, what the heck? Most weapons are going to give you the opportunity to choose who you want to attack. So I'm going to burst shot again. The same hero as before, and that's taken off pretty good damage. So I'm going to keep on attacking. Ooh. Oh, so I just lost one character already. That is brutal. Some other things that we want to look at here is you can see the level of the Zyn, the bot, level 5. This level does matter. The levels of your heroes also matters. So keep that in mind. The more you battle, the more your experience, the more your level will increase. Even if you lose a battle, your level is going to increase. But if you win, it's going to go up a lot more than if you lose. So we're going to go ahead and attack. You can also view all your heroes' stats down here, magic power, hit points. So those are all right down there if you want to view those. So we're going to attack again. See if we can knock out this guy before losing. I'm getting slaughtered here, guys. Slaughtered. This is a tough opponent. Sometimes you get a really hard bot opponent. Sometimes you can slaughter the bot. That is a brutal hit right there. Wow. Wow. Eesh, this battle's not gonna last long. So let's see if I can at least get this guy down. I wish I had the option to attack over here, but that's okay. You also have one more option down here on the bottom. And this is the menu where you can forfeit, check your action archive, or return to lobby. And I just got killed, guys. I just got totally slaughtered by the bot. So once you have been defeated or once you are victorious, you're going to hit quit and it's going to take you right back here. There it is, everyone. That's Novo War. That's how it's going down. Novo War is awesome. It runs so smooth, so well. Novopangea is crushing it. They are one of my favorite projects on WAXP. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. I have links to everything in the description below. If you have a comment, I would love to hear from you. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching and for listening. I also appreciate Novopangea. You guys are awesome. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It is much appreciated and it helps to support my channel. I wish you health and wealth. I'm out of here.